I'm trying to think of like the nicest way to put this video because I really don't like complaining about things that I love, but I'm about to complain about something I love. So for the 5th year, the Just Dance World Cup is coming back, which is super exciting. If anybody doesn't know what the Just Dance World Cup is, it's how I got my start with YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Basically, you compete online, and whoever gets the highest score for their country gets flown out to Paris. It's usually in Paris. This year it's going to be in Brazil to go compete in the giant grand final. It was super great for me the first 2 years. I got to go the first 2 years, and that's where I found out about Twitch, and then I started making content for YouTube and stuff, which was great. And those experiences were some of the best in my life. There's another part to the World Cup called the offline qualifiers. So some countries actually have in-person qualifiers where you fly out and there are judges and an audience, and you're also given points based on score. So it's not just how well you score, it's also how you dance professionally, with emotion, all of that stuff. It all counts. I have wanted a live event in the US for so long because we have so many competitors that I feel like we kind of deserve it. Last year alone, the country with the second most amount of competitors was France, and they had 300. And the US topped them threefold. We had over 1,000, I think it was like 1,100 competitors. So the fact that year after year we don't get a qualifier kind of sucks. I don't really know why they call it a Just Dance World Cup when it's very focused on Europe, because it just kind of seems like a Just Dance Europe Cup. I'm kind of sad because I feel like even though it is an e-sport and it matters what score you get on each dance because that's part of the game, I also think that emotion and performance are equally as important. It's also pretty difficult to be good at performance and scoring at the same time. A ton of countries are getting offline qualifiers this year, like France, Spain, Germany, Italy, which is great because that means they're expanding. There's more offline qualifiers than ever now. But part of me is also just really confused as to why they don't come to America. With the population that we have and the Just Dance community that we have here, I'm just really surprised. So as much as I love the World Cup, I just want to finally see a US qualifier. I don't know why we don't have one already, and it makes me really, really sad. I've pushed for one for a really long time, but at this point, it just feels like the US, or maybe just North America in general, is just very overlooked by the World Cup. Either way, I'm excited to see the World Cup. I just really hope we get something. I feel like we deserve it. I feel like we have enough fans and enough community and enough good dancers that we really should have a live event. But anyway, thank you for listening to my rambling. I just guess I wanted to get it out there and just vent, because the World Cup is something I've been involved in for almost 5 years, which is really crazy because that's a really long time. And it's always been very, very near to my heart. Very, very near. It's what got me started in content creation, and it's always been something special to me, and I'll never forget what it feels like to be on a stage in front of judges and a ton of people and a ton of other Just Dance fans dancing to your favorite songs. And the feeling of adrenaline you get when you're competing is just unlike anything I've ever felt. So as much as I like to rag on the World Cup, I do love them to bits. I still love the Just Dance team. I just want to see the US get more. That's all. Anyways, thank you for listening. There will be a new dance video on Friday as usual, so thank you for listening to me rant forever. I'm sorry, I'm very annoying. I complain a lot. Thank you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Mwah!